Then, here's someone comes along and says Sherlock Holmes, which has probably been made into more plays or I'm sorry, more shows or films than just about anything.
Yeah, it's the most dramatized character of all fiction of all time, I think.
I mean, so to somebody says, let's do it again. We're gonna update it for the 21st century. Was it immediately clear to you that this was something that was worth getting involved with, or when did it become clear to you that it would work?
Well, the sort of evolution was that I heard about it and thought, that sounds like an excuse to, re-enfranchise something to make money. It could be a bit cheap and cheesy. And then I found out who was involved, and I thought it's definitely not going to be cheap and cheesy. These guys are very good writers. I knew Stephen. My mum had done coupling, a few episodes of that, Sarah Alexander's mum, and Mark Gatiss was a huge hero of mine as a student with League of Gentlemen. And so I knew the stable was good, and I knew their involvement in Who, and I knew what they'd done with that. And I thought, well, I've got to read it, and I read it, and I completely fell in love with it. And then I went to meet them in a flat in Holland Park. Sue Virtue's mother, Beryl Virtue. Once Sue Virtue was called Beryl Virtue's daughter, but now I think it's the other way around. She's so extraordinary. But they're both extraordinary. And Beryl is a massive titan of the industry. I'm sure she's done many of these conversations. She is a legend. And I don't think I'd ever met her before. So she came, and it was her flat. And I wasn't aware of it. I knew I was meeting Sue, Mark, and Stephen, and to read for it. And I think one of the scenes I did was definitely the one in the first episode where I get John to come back to the flat, and I just want him to type a text for me, and I'm sort of reposed with the steepled hands, and he's just disgusted that I've said it's urgent, it's important, can you make it? And he just comes over and basically is a secretary for me, in the study in pink. And so I was doing the scene, and just before I remember Beryl coming in, and she had tea and biscuits, and I sort of turned to Sue and I went, "Is that Mrs. Hanson?" And she went, "No, that's my mother." Okay, it's not a good start. Not a good start at all. Okay, forget that happened. Start again. Cancel and continue. And I did. I made them laugh a bit, and it seemed to go well. And I knew Mark as well as an actor. We were in Start of a 10 together, and we really got on. So it was fun. It was a lot of fun, and I thought, God, this could be great. I would really enjoy doing this. Just as I was getting on my scooter, I got a call from agents saying they're really, 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 really keen for you to do this. And I put my helmet on. Well, I finished the conversation first, otherwise that would have been painful. And I said, Christ, this could be really exposing, and in a good way. But I thought this is a very iconic character, and whether it's good, bad, or indifferent, there's going to be a lot of focus on it, as there always is with any incarnation of the great consulting detective. So I took a bit of a deep breath, and I thought, do I want to do this? Is this the moment to do that? Because I kind of, there'd been other things hovering around that I might have pursued or might have done, and I just went, no, I kind of want to carry on doing the work I'm doing, which is there, it's getting recognition, but it's leading to the next job, and I was fine with that. I thought, this is a really big sort of step into the limelight. And then I thought, it's really good material. I'm going to have fun doing it. We did the pilot. It was great. The BBC loved it, said 1.5 hours, and then that was it.
And as far as the reach of this, I mean, I've read estimates. They initially thought maybe 2-3 million people are going to watch this. It was like it blew away from almost the beginning expectations as far as how many people cared about what you were doing. Was that very gratifying to see?
Well, we were all around at Sue and Stephen's, and we watched it. I'm trying to remember if I don't think Martin was there at the time. I think he was doing a job, but we all watched it, and I was really aware of this immediate audience response. I don't engage with social media. I have done a Reddit, but that was it, and I really enjoyed it. But for other reasons we could talk about in a minute, that would take over my life and probably ruin it. But I was just amazed at how vocal and immediate this response was, and it was pretty good. It was all very good by and large, I think. I mean, they didn't read me any of the bad tweets, and so these tweetings and bloggings and just everything just came alive. There was and that's very rare to have a live experience with an audience when it's a television program. It was a new experience for me, and I was literally half expecting to sort of walk outside to get the train back from Kew and just and see like banks of photographers or for news reporters to be abseiling from helicopters down and go, what is it like to be in the new hit show? And thank God that moment was delayed. But It was very overwhelming in a weirdly distancing kind of, or distanced kind of way, because obviously it wasn't in person, but we were very aware of it being a bit of a hit. Yeah, we were thrilled, we still are.